Hello my lovely people, and welcome back to the channel. Today is the 17th, so this video was supposed to go up yesterday, but it didn't. So anyway, I've been stitching. It's just finding that energy and the wherewithal to pick up the camera and talk about it has been a little bit iffy. Anyway, so 4 days, the last 4 days between the last of the deadly sins and then this deadly sin. Let's see, that'd be 15, 14, 13, 12. So on the 12th of May, I started a Dimensions kit, and that is this beautiful Victorian house. It's a very tall cross stitch. But anyway, I went ahead and started up in the corner on the roof. So you can see the top of the chimney here, and I had a little bit left over, so I started on some of the roof over there as well. But I mean, it's long. It's really tall. But I'm really enjoying it. You need really good lighting to work on it, because it is pretty dark. But it's coming along well. So I only had to completely unpick half of the chimney twice because I can't count. It's not the fabric's fault, it's my fault for not being able to count. Alright, they say when you learn advanced math, you forget the basic math. Apparently that's true because I can't count. So, but yeah, just a teeny tiny little bit done. So then the 13th was Christmas in London, which was in Mirabilia. Oh my goodness, she's so pretty, and I absolutely love the fabric I picked for her. I did not get a ton done on her. To be honest, it's been kind of hard this past week, just to get the motivation up to do any stitching or anything really, which is normal when you're unemployed and looking for jobs. You have good weeks and bad weeks, and this past week it wasn't a bad week, but it wasn't a good week either. And I also had my hairdresser, she asked for several masks for herself and her family, and so I spent quite a bit of time making those. In exchange, the next time I go to get my red put back in, we're just doing a barter system instead of her paying me, which is awesome. Anyway, this is the fabric I picked for Christmas in London. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. I'm still questioning whether it's going to look good with this piece, but I think it is. So, it's too late now. We're going to go with it. Just a little bit done. This dark blob here, and then a larger blob here that I got started. So it's pretty. The thing about Mira's is that they have paper patterns, and they don't have like a PDF version, a way to get PDF versions, which I'm very quickly becoming addicted to. I really like being able to mark my stitches and get through it, and it's so much easier, in my opinion, to work off of a tablet than off of a paper pattern. So when I have to work off of a paper pattern, I tend to go slower. But anyway, she's started. I think I'm gonna do the very cliche Christmas in July, so she'll probably get a lot done on her in a couple of months, when I start stitching for Christmas in July. So that's her. And then the 14th was Mini Alternative Reality, which is a Heaven and Earth design. I've had this one in my stash forever. I've had the chart in my stash forever, and I've had it in my head that I want to do it on Black Ada for years, and so I was like, okay, we'll do it on Black Ada. So yeah, it's Black Ada, and as is traditional, I always start in the top left corner, unless I have a compelling reason to do otherwise. It's just the OCD-ness, I guess. But anyway, there's a dark blue 823 that is in the corner in the mirror. And so it's really hard to see, but I got a ton done all the way down the side in that 823 in that dark blue. So that was a good start. And I had fun with that one. You guys have heard me say it before. I really like stitching Heaven and Earth designs. I don't know why. They're so much easier for me or so much more enjoyable than other patterns because they're essentially the same. But maybe it's just the way she has them charted I like better. But anyway, really enjoying this one. So there's that. And then there is the next of the 7 Deadly Sins. That was the 15th. And that was Lust, which is red, as lust is traditionally displayed. But the very first color, and I try to start in the very first color in the top left-hand corner if I can. Sometimes I can't. I'm not buying anything right now, so if I don't have that color or I can't find that color, I'm just searching around in that top corner for something that has a decent amount of stitches and that I have the floss for. But that very first color in the corner was 939, which if any of you are familiar with DMC numberings, know that that's a dark, dark blue, which is kind of weird, but I checked. It's correct. The corners are, and the border is a dark blue, which I guess makes sense. If you look at 939 very, very closely, you can see it's almost got a purpley tinge to it, which is what tends to happen when you get very, very dark blues. They tend to almost turn purple, which makes sense because red and purple are fairly similar, and it's shadows, so. But anyway, one thing I've learned about Heaven and Earth design over the years is trust the pattern. Work the pattern. Even if you have safety vest orange in somebody's face, it will work out. It always does. Trust the pattern. Always trust the pattern when it comes to a Heaven and Earth design. So, but I got a decent amount done. It doesn't look like a lot because it's so small, but it's about, I don't know how much it is. It's 400 or 500 stitches, I think. But this is a very soft, flimsy kind of fabric. So the 7 Deadly Sins are not going to be stitched in hand. There's just not enough structure in the fabric. Like some linens you can find that are starched, and they are fine to work in hand, because they hold their shape very well and you can very easily see each little hole. But these do not. They do not, will not stay. They are going to have to be put in a Q-snap or a hoop. So that's fine. And then I was thinking about my plans for the rest of the year, and I was thinking maybe I could do a Sinful September because alliteration. But what it would really do is give me a chance to go back and work through all of the 7 Deadly Sins all at once and get more work done on them. And because September has 30 days, that would give me 28 days, 7 times 4, so 4 days of each. That would add up to 28 days, and then I'd have 2 extra days to do whatever. I don't know if I would work on something else on those days, or if, I would just build in some break days. But so that's what I was thinking, was a sinful September. So maybe we'll get to see these all again pretty soon. So that is what I have been working on. And so in the next video, we're going to see the next 4 items on my list. So the first of which I worked yesterday because I didn't upload yesterday or the day before like I was supposed to. But anyway, so the 16th, which was yesterday, is the Amazing Animal Kingdom. That one I know for a fact you guys are going to love because of the fabric I picked. Yeah, I said it. The fabric is awesome. But anyway, we'll get to that next time. Today, the 17th, is going to be another of my Four Seasons teapots. It's going to be spring. And then tomorrow, the 18th, I'm going to start working on my Harry Potter covers. That one should be fun. The fabric kind of looks like old parchment, so I'm really excited about that one. And I should have plenty of time to work on it tomorrow. My dad needs some work done on his windshield. The thing about getting your windshield replaced nowadays is they have these road sensors in them for like lane departure assist. So even if your insurance covers it, it takes a long time for them to recalibrate those sensors because they're like timed. So it can take up to 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours for the whole thing to be replaced and then have the sensors recalibrated. And so since I'm not working right now, I was like, I'll take your van in. So I'm going to have lots of time on Monday, tomorrow, to work on this. So that's going to be so fun. And then the 19th, which is the next of the 7 deadly sins, is sloth. So that one should be fun too. And then hopefully I can actually maintain the schedule and get a video uploaded for you guys. I'm so sorry that I'm not keeping up with this schedule. It's not like I'm doing anything. I mean, I'm looking for jobs, but I don't have an actual like 9 to 5 that I'm working, but it's hard to feel motivated sometimes. So but I am stitching. I'm stitching every day. I'm getting stuff done. I'm just not documenting it very well. So, but anyway, that's all I have for you today, and I will see you in just a few. Bye.